Officers Paul Olmsted, Matthew Ruge, and firefighter Adam Finseth. These three men were killed last Sunday in Burnsville. It happened during a domestic violence call that turned deadly when an armed gunman opened fire. Communities all across Minnesota remembering each of these men as heroes.
The truest heroes don't choose to die. They choose to live a life where facing death is a possibility, driven by the love that compels them to protect others.
It is a tragedy that weighs heavily on the state of Minnesota and beyond. And tonight, here at home, steps were taken to make sure tragedies like these are less likely.
For more now, we turn to reporter Jordan Sansom, who joined local law enforcement today during their crisis intervention training. Jordan.
Robin Mazie, law enforcement from the Rochester Police Department and Olmsted County Sheriff's Office participated in the 4-day training. Part of that training included role-playing scenarios where they would demonstrate on how they would de-escalate the situations. It's training that could prevent a tragedy.
Know that you're going to do multiple roles throughout this whole process.
But it's nothing new. Every year, the Rochester Police Department and Olmsted County Sheriff's Office partner together to hold crisis intervention training, and it all starts in the classroom.
We have a classroom portion that teaches de-escalation and background information on mental illness, what sort of intervention or communication styles might work for that particular illness or condition.
But when it's time to put their training to the test, during the role-play sessions, participants would take turns working with an actor that will act out a crisis scenario.
I know no one here except for her, and she's not even here.
From there, officers use what they learned working to de-escalate the situation, skills that can mean the difference between a peaceful resolution or tragedy.
The officers and deputies that we have are working hard, and they're responding very well to the training. They're just using the tactics that they learned.
After 40 hours, these officers will receive a CIT certification and will bring their training to the real world.
They remember these scenarios from our training and how closely those calls replicate the things that we practice in the community.
There's one more day of crisis intervention training left where the graduating participants will apply what they've learned this past week to real-world scenarios. Live in the newsroom, Jordan Sansom, ABC 6 News.